Just take a quick walk around here. This is our 500 watt single overhead canopy solar trike. This was a demo model, and this was my personal trike for a few years. You get kind of attached to one. So we'll do our complete walk around. So as you can see, it's like a fluorescent green. It's in pretty good shape. New, these sell for $5,000, and this one, because it's used as a demo, I'm going to sell it for $3,500. I'll just walk around. I guess I don't want to point out, well, I guess I'll point out all the little flaws here. You can see them. These are some scuff marks, and some of the stuff, if you take a little time, you can just buff it out. But I'll walk around and I'll show you the condition of it. A little bit of scuffing here, little scuffs along the way, and some of this is like paint scuffs, and it does come off. This cover, sometimes neighbor kids and stuff, they sit on this and get rides. So there are a few little dings and dents here. Nothing real serious, but just to point that out to you. This does have replaceable bushings in the steering, just so you see that. They're very easy to replace if you ever have to replace them. It does have dual front disc brakes. These are a lightweight alloy rim with sealed bearings. They work extremely well. The tires, these are high pressure tires. There's no traction or no tread on the top here, which makes them look like they're bald, but they're not. If you look at the tread, they're actually, it's a road tire. It's meant to be like that. So, just thought I'd point that out. This is the steering mechanism. A couple little spots right there, and a few little paint chips. Again, same thing over here. Everything's the same. There is a little scuffing right here of the paint. It's kind of scraped up. The rim is straight, but a little touch-up paint, and that'll look good again. These are to charge the batteries. There's 2 batteries in here. Please do not plug those in, because you'll short circuit the batteries together. What you can do is the solar panels will keep this charged really well for the most part. There are situations where if you drive it at night or something, obviously it's not charging, and in which case you can just plug a regular 12-volt battery charger in there. This is a 3-piece crank. There's a single sprocket in the back. I have this set up just for 1 speed, and it's the most comfortable speed in my opinion. The bike does weigh 165 pounds, so it does pedal fairly easy, but this is not designed, of course, because of the size and dimensions and the weight involved, to spend most of your time trying to exercise with it. You can, of course, but that's just my opinion. Go through, nice cushion seat. It's got a mesh back. These are if I remember right, these are the easy recumbent seats. You can get new pads for them. They're like $15–20 bucks. This one's in fairly good shape. I think there's just a little tiny hole right there. We started reupholstering these, and I have to get some quotes, but we've been going to a vinyl. If you have acid rain in your area or anything like that, it eats these up pretty quick. So just a thought. The seat is adjustable. Underneath, on the other side, there's a quick release lever, and this seat slides back and forth, and then you can adjust the angle right here. I just recently replaced this. This is a 500 watt motor. This is the brushless style. I had it brushed in here before and I burned it up. So live and learn. These are a much better system. The only disadvantage to it is when I designed this originally, with the switch up you're running off of batteries, with the switch down you're running just off of solar. It'll still run off of solar, but if you drop below 10 volts it'll cut it out. So it didn't do that before with the other controller. It doesn't really change the effectiveness of the solar, other than if you leave it with the batteries on, any shadowing of the panels, normally on solar your power would cut out until you got underneath, or I'm sorry, away from the shadowing. Leaving the batteries in play, the thing it'll work great without a hitch. It'll just keep going. So you get a lot better performance that way. The other thing, I guess, as an instruction type thing, is it will not charge the batteries unless it's turned on. So if it's off, it'll work, but you're running just strictly off of solar. So keep that in mind. We got the trip odometer, speedometer thing on here. That shows my average speed. That's my other trip odometer. So this Trike has 578 miles on it since this odometer's been put on it. And it works great. Everything works on it. It's very fun to drive, actually. Just to explain the solar boost, this is the battery voltage right now, and it's flipped down, so actually that battery voltage is just the charge voltage. Turned on, now it's actually showing, because it's connected to the batteries, it's showing the battery voltage. So you have a switch here with 3 different settings. This is battery voltage. This is the current coming out of the solar panels. It's 1.4. And this is the current that's going to the batteries, 1.6. This is why my Trikes are so efficient, because this unit right here, both of them, will take any extra voltage. Like if the solar panels are 17 volts working voltage, but the batteries are only 13 volts. So that's a 4 volt, or I'm sorry, yeah, it's a 4 volt difference. What these things do is it converts the extra voltage that's not being used into current. That's where the mysterious extra voltage comes from. These solar panels are rated at 5 amps, and you can actually get 7, 8, and 9 amps out of these, which is awesome because it makes the thing perform so much better. Guess what I can do is just go for a little spin here down the road. That hum you're hearing is the motor, and the ticky noise you're hearing is the freewheel of the pedaling. And this is what it's like to drive a sort of power truck. Did a few bumps here. If you turned it this speed sharp, you'd flip over. And you would do that with any style trike, so just keep that in mind. Right now we're going almost 15 miles an hour, and that was a mild break. So take off again here. So it isn't very sunny today. We're averaging 14.5. This will go a little bit faster for the sunlight. This is just off the edge. So I'll grab the brake hard. And that's the performance of the braking system. So if you're going to take turns, especially like a regular corner on a street, I wouldn't recommend going anything over 10 miles an hour because, like I said, you do have solar panels over the top of it, which doesn't make it real top heavy, but it does distribute the weight higher than where you're setting the force. now I'll take off without any motor. I'll just pedal. And this isn't really real hard to pedal right now. And I'm averaging about 9 miles an hour. And a regular bicycle with a good pedal, I mean the average person will go between 9 and 12 miles an hour on a standard bicycle. So I hope that's enough information, and thanks for looking.